How's it going, JDM crew? Welcome to another inventory video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to JDM EXPO. I'm John, and I'm here to show you this really interesting and impressive RX7 FD3S. It's a Type R, but not just any regular Type R. This is the Bathurst edition, so we've got a couple of little things here make it a bit different from your average one. We do have this Mazda speed shift knob and handbrake here. As you can see, we do have a little bit out of the ordinary steering wheel as well. This is a Nardi Torino. We've had a few cars with other Torino steering wheels, and this one's actually a one with airbag for this RX7 edition, so pretty neat. Overall, like, the interior is something else. Definitely got like some carbon fiber look trimmings all around on the plastic, the consoles and everything here. We've got a Kenwood audio deck, and if you want to know more about the specs and other stuff, you can contact our sales team. Yeah, this thing rips through the RPM real quick compared to your average one. Definitely something else. And of course, transmission's working real great. We've only got 60,000 kilometers, so that's like, what, 25 or 28,000 miles? So this is really low mileage. The exterior, it shows. And all around, like, it's really nice. And as far as I know, it's like original in this trim. Not so sure about like the interior and stuff, but we don't really have any heavy mods like I mentioned. So definitely no cracks in the dash. This thing, I mean, it looks and smells, feels great, very comfortable. Even like, you guys have checked a lot of our videos in the past, and I've driven plenty of RX7s on these inventory episodes, and yeah, this one's absolutely comfortable. The suspension is tuned right, and with the OEM wheels and tires that come with this edition, it's, yeah, not really rough at all. Just cruising along here. You know, getting up to highway speeds was no issue whatsoever, especially with the amount of power this puts out. Oh, a little bumpy there, but yeah, pretty manageable. Now, we'll be getting into the engine bay at the warehouse here in a little bit, but definitely feels a little bit different from your standard FD3S with twin turbo. Not by much, but you know, it just feels a little bit better. I mean, maybe it's just because it's a little bit more fresher, a little more comfortable, I'd say. Yeah, it's not opened up real crazy or anything, it's just more of a factory tune, but like, when you ease into it, you hear the turbine spooling up like you would even with a stock FD3S. You know, not even the Type R, just the regular one. Exhaust is not very loud because I believe it's OEM exhaust for this edition also, or a Mazda speed. We'll double check it here once we get to the warehouse. But all in all, yeah, just performance and comfort all in one. And for those of you that have ever driven a RX7, whether it's FC or FD, you know, it's relatively pretty comfortable actually. Maybe even if you're a little bit on the tall side, it's still like you can kind of manage. You can set it up whatever's most comfortable for you, but like everything is, since it's relatively small also, still kind of just enough room. Yeah, just sitting there piloting it just fine. It's awesome. Yeah, whenever I downshift and everything, the clutch engages really smoothly, so really nice all around here. Alright, so finally got a clearing here, so we can just open it up through the RPM a little bit more. Yeah, as you guys can see, definitely rips through the RPM really nicely here, getting up to proper highway speeds here. So definitely delivers on the power. I was kind of surprised though that with where the torque and the horsepower peaks are, it's very smooth and linear through that. So, I mean, yes, you do have the peak horsepower, but it's not really peaky. So, yeah, very nice overall. It's very manageable. I mean, if we were up in the mountains or something, very smooth. You can keep it in gear, just ease into it, and just keep rocking. Yeah, this thing definitely handles really nice too. Like you could see here, very firm to the suspension, and everything's really dialed in nicely on this. That's what's really cool about a lot of special editions, though, is that they'll have a certain mods like that just, I don't know, just seems to feel much better. But also it could be the low mileage, because we still have good performance on these shocks. But definitely the response of this car overall is really cool. All right, well, we're almost to the warehouse here, so let's have a little walkthrough on the outside, and I'll show you guys just how nice this exterior looks on this too. Alrighty, so starting off with this interior here, and you can see the door panels and upholstery and the carpets. Man, it is pretty fresh. I mean, it still smells fairly new, you know, and we've had a few cars like this over the past, you know, couple of years here, and especially in the last 6 months, there's been some really fresh ones. And so, as you can see, the interior, I know this isn't very spacious, but I mean, it is an RX7. It's generally a 2-seater, but you can have sort of 4, you know, if you squeeze everyone in there. And here's that Mazda speed. Shift knob and handbrake, looking good, and the audio deck right there, Kenwood. And we do have those Caros area speakers, as you can see, the little tweeters right there. Whoops, there we go. So, yeah, they did upgrade the audio a little bit. And I'll just scoot outside here so you guys get a better view. You can see the dash is fresh all around, and here's that Nardi Torino steering wheel with airbag. And here's a quick look at that mileage. Just a little over 60,000 kilometers, by the way, not miles, so that's pretty low mileage there. As you can see, the seats are looking good here. Very comfortable, sporty, of course. Got that Bathurst right there. Well, yeah, and like I mentioned before, it's an OEM sportier exhaust. Definitely flows pretty decently, sounds good at idle. I'll show you guys that in just a moment here, after we do a little walk around. As you can see, we got the OEM RX7 Mazda speed wheels there, so all in all, really cool. And here it even has a serial number, FN015, from the Mazda Speed Factory here. And so, having Mazda Speed components, they do have slightly sportier suspension all around, so looks really good. Check this out. And I know you guys that have been here for a while have seen other really nice RX-7s on here, but can you believe this is so factory fresh though? Alright, we'll just take a quick look here at the trunk area. Hydraulics good and strong, keeping that pressure. As you can see, nice carpets, and also this is attached there, so I go through them tools there. We got the jack on this side, and of course good old spare tire. And you can see the chassis is really fresh, even under here, so that's how you have access to the fuel pump right there. So all in all, really good. Oops, a little too gentle there. There we go. And we'll get to this engine bay here. Let's take a look under the hood. And yeah, doesn't look too crazy. I mean, we do have that front strut bar there, but as you can see from the air boxes, intercooler, and all the other piping in between, it's stock. So yeah, overall you guys can see it's absolutely clean here, top to bottom. It runs really smooth. That's one thing that I really noticed about this. And if you guys are looking for more information right there, this was manufactured in 2001 in November. So as of this year, that would be 18 years, so not quite the 25 that you guys in North America will need, but for other countries it's fair game. Definitely for Canada and other places. Oh, and yeah, this is a Type R, so yeah, that and being a Bathurst Mazda speed, so it's pretty groovy. I did want to mention that we do have the oil cooler, and of course this is where condenser, intercooler, and radiator all intake from. And I mean, yeah, definitely got all the cooling that you need for this beautiful RX7. Well, there you guys have it, another beautiful FD3S RX7. If you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to email us, info@jdm-expo.com. If you direct message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, all goes to our sales team. They'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours or so, depending on your time zone. And yeah, this is definitely something else with that Mazda speed pedigree, some of those upgrades on that, being a Type R FD3S RX7, and of course having a Bathurst trim on there. It's rather unique. It's definitely not one that I've seen very often at all, to be honest. You know, seen plenty of other Type R's and Spirit R's, but yeah, this is pretty cool all around. Beautiful blue. And yeah, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and hope you guys are having a good New Year's and everything. Happy holidays, and maybe interested in one of these. Bring one of these to your home, wherever you are in the world. You can never have enough magic spinning triangles out of these RX7s. These, you know, that rotary magic. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.